Zone for a touchback.
Go, 120! It's getting it wrong. Check 52. Two's in it. Let's kill.
Wentz now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to 8.
Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check three.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Come on now.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. I got one. Echo. 58's the money. 58's the money. Oh.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Murray with a third and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. First down. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that.
He wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Hey, we are.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Again, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And some space here. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. 54. Get that quarter. 51. Match back. Right.
Now Bell. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's find two. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On first down, Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the quick call.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
He wasn't ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's our time. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Push him back.
Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Wentz now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Man, 5-7. Let's go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. That's it. 54, 54.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Pat, 54, right? Mike, 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Here it comes.
Now Murray again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's checking.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Here we go. Hustle. Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 54.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch twist. Right there.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week. Up under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's caught. It's Malone. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you. 25, check 23.
Murray now. Open man is Ross, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Murray now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You go night-night. Something like night-night. You go poker. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Come on. Safety's creeping. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jonnu Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check safety.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him. Switch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And an alley to run. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Wentz now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I'm coming after you. No. I'm coming after you. Switch. 5'9".
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Ball try. Watch the blood.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's bring it. Hey, alert 3.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time.
It's
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Let it go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point forthcoming. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike spot 4. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 92 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
Second touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Blue down. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
I got you. I got you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First down, Murray going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Got a man open, it's Ross. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He's got Smith here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go, D. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Hey, watch it.
Sunday.
Check 15.
X3. 218. Chop.
Sponge. No.
Sunday. Bunch. Bravo. 80 West.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check it backer.
Man 5-7.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Say. That's no us.
Hey, empty.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Byron Murphy. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. After the turnover, here's Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here we go, back. 180! 57, 57. Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense! Shift! Lefty! Crunch!
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw, Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting. 57. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the blow. Great.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Arizona, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.